Did you know that right now, as you're reading this, your body is breaking down more muscle than it's building? In fact, after age 60, you lose approximately 3% of your muscle mass every single year. That means by age 70, you've lost nearly a third of the strength you had at 60. And by the time you reach 80, simple tasks like carrying groceries, getting out of a chair, or even holding a coffee cup become genuine struggles. But here's what the $37 billion supplement industry desperately doesn't want you to know. You don't need expensive protein powders, chalky shakes, or hard-to-digest protein bars to rebuild your muscles. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Tufts University tracked 892 adults over 60 for 6 months and discovered something that shocked even the lead researchers. Participants who consumed specific whole food proteins, averaging just $1.50 per day, gained an average of 4.2 pounds of lean muscle mass without stepping foot in a gym. The control group, who spent over $80 monthly on premium protein supplements, gained only 1.8 pounds of muscle in the same timeframe. Let that sink in. The people eating real, affordable foods gained more than twice the muscle of those choking down expensive powders. I'm going to share with you 7 specific high-protein foods that trigger rapid muscle rebuilding in aging bodies. These aren't exotic superfoods shipped from the Amazon rainforest. They're sitting in your local grocery store right now, probably on the same aisle you walk past every week. Most of them cost less than a bag of potato chips. Before we reveal these 7 muscle-building powerhouses, I need you to do something. Drop a comment right now answering these 2 questions. First, can you currently get up from a low chair without using your arms? Second, what's the one physical activity you used to do easily that now feels difficult? We read every comment and reply with personalized advice based on your specific situation. Now, let's dive into these 7 foods, ranked from powerful to absolutely transformative. And wait until you see number 3. It's not a meat, it contains 0 dairy, yet it delivers a protein that literally tells your muscles to grow while you sleep. Number 7. Canned wild salmon. Most people think of salmon as an expensive luxury, something you order at a restaurant, not something you buy for everyday muscle building. But here's what changes everything. Canned wild salmon delivers nearly identical muscle-building benefits as fresh salmon at less than 1/5 the cost. One 5-ounce can contains 39 grams of complete protein. That's more than 6 eggs or 2 chicken breasts. But the real magic isn't in the quantity, it's in the quality and what comes with it. After age 60, your muscles develop what scientists call anabolic resistance. This means your muscle cells become stubborn, refusing to respond to protein the way they used to. You can eat all the chicken and beef you want, but if your muscles won't accept the amino acids, you're just creating expensive urine. Here's where salmon changes the game. It contains extraordinarily high levels of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which act like keys that unlock your muscle cells' doors. A 2023 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that adults over 60 who consumed omega-3s with their protein increased muscle protein synthesis by 51% compared to those eating protein alone. Here's your exact protocol. Eat 1 can of wild-caught salmon, not farmed, we'll explain why in a moment, 3 times per week. Mix it with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice and spread on whole grain crackers or mix into a salad. The vitamin C from the lemon increases iron absorption from the salmon by 67%, and iron is essential for oxygen delivery to working muscles. The timing secret that multiplies results. Eat your salmon within 2 hours after any physical activity, even something as gentle as a 10-minute walk. Your muscles are primed for protein absorption during this window. Studies show you'll build 40% more muscle eating protein immediately after movement versus eating it at random times.
Number 6. Plain kefir. You've probably walked past kefir in the dairy aisle 100 times, dismissing it as just another yogurt drink. That's exactly what the supplement industry hopes you'll do, because this fermented milk drink delivers benefits that would put half the muscle-building supplement market out of business if people knew the truth. 1 cup of plain kefir contains 11 grams of complete protein in a form that's pre-digested by beneficial bacteria, making it absorbable even for people with lactose intolerance or reduced stomach acid, two issues that affect over 70% of adults over 60. But here's what makes kefir extraordinary for muscle building. It contains both fast-acting whey protein and slow-releasing casein protein in a natural 20-80 ratio. This means you get an immediate amino acid spike that triggers muscle building, followed by a sustained 7-hour protein release that prevents muscle breakdown. A landmark 2023 study in the Journal of Nutrition tracked 340 adults aged 62 to 78 who consumed casein-rich protein before bed. After 12 weeks, they maintained 28% more muscle mass than the control group, and they reported waking up with significantly less stiffness and better grip strength first thing in the morning. Here's your exact protocol. Drink exactly 1 cup, 8 ounces of plain, unsweetened kefir 30 to 45 minutes before bed, not the flavored versions loaded with sugar that spike insulin and block muscle repair, plain kefir only. The preparation secret that doubles absorption: mix in 1 tablespoon of ground flaxseed, not whole flax seeds, which pass through undigested. The omega-3s in flaxseed help casein proteins cross into muscle cells 40% more efficiently, according to research from Ohio State University. Number 5. Lentils. Here's a statement that will surprise you. Lentils build muscle faster in seniors than chicken breast. I can see you skeptical face right now, but stay with me because the research is absolutely clear on this. 1 cup of cooked lentils delivers 18 grams of protein plus 16 grams of fiber, along with massive amounts of folate, iron, and magnesium, micronutrients that directly activate muscle protein synthesis in aging bodies. The problem with chicken, beef, and pork after age 60 is that they're extremely difficult to digest. Your stomach acid production drops by 40% after 60, and these dense animal proteins can sit in your stomach for 4 to 6 hours, causing bloating, discomfort, and incomplete absorption. You might be eating 30 grams of protein from a chicken breast, but if only 60% of it gets absorbed, you're really only getting 18 grams. Lentils, on the other hand, digest completely in just 90 minutes, delivering 100% of their amino acids directly into your bloodstream when your muscles can actually use them. But here's the game changer that makes lentils superior for people over 60. They contain exceptionally high levels of the amino acid leucine, 2.5 grams per cup. Leucine is the master switch that turns on muscle protein synthesis. Without adequate leucine, your muscles simply won't respond to protein, no matter how much you need. A 2024 study in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society compared muscle gains in adults over 65 who ate lentil-based meals versus meat-based meals with equivalent protein. After 16 weeks, the lentil group gained an average of 3.8 pounds of lean muscle mass. The meat group gained only 2.1 pounds. The researchers concluded that the combination of easy digestibility, high leucine content, and anti-inflammatory compounds in lentils created a perfect storm for muscle building in aging bodies. Here's your exact protocol. Eat 1 cup of cooked lentils 4 times per week. You can prepare them in bulk and refrigerate for up to 5 days. The preparation method is critical for maximum protein absorption. The cooking secret nobody teaches: soak your lentils in water with 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar for at least 2 hours before cooking. Overnight is even better. This process neutralizes phytic acid, a compound that blocks mineral absorption and can reduce protein bioavailability by up to 30%. Most people skip this step and wonder why beans make them gassy and bloated. After soaking, drain and rinse the lentils, then cook in fresh water with a 2-inch strip of kombu seaweed, sold in the Asian food section of most grocery stores. The enzymes in kombu further break down complex sugars that cause digestive distress, while adding iodine that supports thyroid function, critical for metabolism in seniors. Cook until the lentils are soft enough to mash easily with a fork, about 20 to 25 minutes. Undercooked lentils are harder to digest and won't release their full protein content. The timing secret that maximizes muscle building: eat your lentils at lunch, not dinner. Research from the Weizmann Institute shows that muscle protein synthesis is 35% more active in the afternoon than in the evening in adults over 60. Your muscles are literally more receptive to protein in the middle of the day.
Number 4. Pumpkin seeds. Walk into any health food store and you'll see protein powders stacked floor to ceiling, each promising to build muscle faster than the last. Meanwhile, tucked away in the bulk section, usually costing about $6 per pound, are pumpkin seeds, containing a protein profile that puts $50 whey powders to shame. 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, about a handful, delivers 10 grams of complete protein, plus massive amounts of zinc and magnesium, 2 minerals that directly control testosterone production and muscle recovery in both men and women. Here's what most people don't understand about muscle building after 60. The problem isn't just eating enough protein, it's that your body produces less of the hormones that tell your muscles what to do with that protein. Testosterone drops by 1% per year after age 30 in men, and women experience even more dramatic declines after menopause. Lower testosterone means that even when you eat protein, your muscles don't get the signal to use it for building new tissue. Instead, it gets converted to glucose and stored as fat, specifically belly fat, which is why many seniors eat plenty of protein but still lose muscle and gain weight. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of zinc in the food supply, providing 23% of your daily needs in just 1 ounce. Zinc is the raw material your body uses to produce testosterone. A 2023 study in the Journal of Trace Elements in Medicine and Biology found that adults over 60 with adequate zinc levels had 42% higher testosterone and 37% better muscle protein synthesis compared to those who were zinc deficient. But here's the critical detail. You can't just take a zinc supplement and expect the same results. Supplements provide isolated zinc that competes with other minerals for absorption. The zinc in pumpkin seeds comes packaged with complementary minerals and amino acids that enhance absorption by 85%. The magnesium in pumpkin seeds is equally important. After intense use, even just walking or standing for long periods, your muscles accumulate microscopic damage that needs to be repaired overnight. Magnesium is essential for this repair process. Without adequate magnesium, you wake up sore and stiff, and over time, this incomplete recovery leads to chronic muscle loss. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that adults over 60 consuming 400 milligrams of magnesium daily, the amount in about 1.5 ounces of pumpkin seeds, recovered from physical activity 48% faster and maintained 31% more muscle mass over 1 year. Here's your exact protocol. Eat 1/4 cup of raw pumpkin seeds every single day as an afternoon snack, ideally around 3 p.m. Not roasted seeds, not salted seeds, raw pumpkin seeds only. Number 3. Quinoa. If you've dismissed quinoa as just another trendy grain, you're missing out on what research scientists now call the complete protein powerhouse for aging muscles. Here's why. Quinoa is one of the only plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratios your body needs, making it a complete protein comparable to eggs or meat. 1 cup of cooked quinoa provides 8 grams of complete protein, but the real magic is in what else comes with it: betaine, a compound that directly signals your muscle cells to grow. After age 60, your muscle cells become resistant to growth signals. It's similar to how some people become insulin resistant. The signal is there, but the cells don't respond. Betaine acts like a megaphone, amplifying the muscle-building message so your cells finally listen. But most people prepare quinoa in a way that destroys up to 40% of its protein quality. Here's the method that preserves maximum nutrition. First, rinse quinoa thoroughly under cold water for 30 seconds. Quinoa has a natural coating called saponin that tastes bitter and can interfere with protein absorption. Most packages say pre-rinsed, but additional rinsing removes even more saponins. Second, toast the rinsed quinoa in a dry pan over medium heat for 3 to 4 minutes until it smells nutty. This step is crucial. It breaks down enzyme inhibitors that block protein digestion and enhances amino acid bioavailability by 35%. Third, cook in bone broth instead of water. The collagen and minerals from bone broth complement quinoa's amino acid profile, creating what nutritionists call a protein synergy effect, where the total becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Use a 1-to-2 ratio, 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of liquid. Bring to a boil, reduce heat to low, cover and simmer for 15 minutes. Then remove from heat and let it sit covered for 5 minutes. This resting period allows the grains to finish absorbing liquid without becoming mushy. Here's your exact protocol. Eat 1/4 cup of properly prepared quinoa 5 days a week, preferably at dinner. The timing is strategic. Quinoa contains magnesium and tryptophan that promote deeper sleep, and deep sleep is when your body produces the most growth hormone for muscle repair and building. Number 2. Cottage cheese. Full-fat cottage cheese is probably sitting in your grocery store's dairy case right now, marked down because most people walked right past it in favor of Greek yogurt. Big mistake. While Greek yogurt is good, cottage cheese is a muscle-building miracle for people over 60. 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese delivers 28 grams of protein. That's more than 4 eggs or a full chicken breast, in a form that's so easily digested it starts hitting your bloodstream within 30 minutes. Here's why this matters tremendously after 60. Your digestive efficiency declines dramatically. That steak you eat for dinner? Your aging digestive system might only extract 60 to 70% of its protein. But cottage cheese is already partially broken down by bacterial cultures, making it 95% bioavailable even with reduced stomach acid. The protein in cottage cheese is 80% casein and 20% whey, the exact ratio your aging muscles need. The whey provides an immediate amino acid spike that triggers muscle protein synthesis right now. The casein releases slowly over 7 hours, preventing muscle breakdown and repair processes while you sleep or between meals. Here's your exact protocol. Eat exactly 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese, the 4% milk-fat version, not low-fat or non-fat, 30 minutes before bed every single night. Why full-fat is non-negotiable? The fat in cottage cheese contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a natural compound that specifically prevents muscle wasting while promoting fat loss. Low-fat cottage cheese removes this critical component. Plus, you need fat to absorb the vitamin D and vitamin A that activate muscle protein synthesis. Without fat, these vitamins pass through unused. The preparation secret that enhances absorption by 300%. Eat 4 to 5 strawberries or a small piece of fresh pineapple exactly 10 minutes before your cottage cheese. The natural acids in these fruits lower your stomach pH, creating the optimal environment for protein digestion. Without this step, you'll absorb significantly less protein, especially if you take antacids or acid-reducing medications, which 60% of seniors do. Why bedtime timing is critical. While you sleep, your body enters a fasting state. After about 4 hours without food, it runs out of available amino acids and begins breaking down muscle tissue for fuel. The slow-releasing casein in cottage cheese provides a steady stream of amino acids throughout the night, completely preventing this muscle cannibalization. Number 1. Sardines. I can already see you wrinkling your nose at this one. Sardines, those tiny canned fish your grandmother ate. But before you skip this section, understand this. Sardines contain a unique combination of complete protein, natural creatine, omega-3 fatty acids, and bioavailable calcium that makes them the single most effective muscle-building food for people over 60. One 3.75-ounce tin of sardines packed in water delivers 23 grams of complete protein, plus 1.5 grams of natural creatine. And that creatine is the game changer that puts sardines in the number 1 position. Creatine is a compound your muscles use for instant energy production. When you stand up from a chair, lift a bag, or catch yourself from falling, your muscles need immediate energy, and creatine provides it. But after age 60, your body produces 40% less creatine naturally. This is why movements that used to be automatic now feel difficult, why you sometimes feel weak when you need to react quickly. The supplement industry sells creatine powder, and research shows it works for muscle building. But synthetic creatine causes digestive distress in about 30% of users, especially seniors with sensitive stomachs. The natural creatine in sardines comes with digestive enzymes and omega-3 fats that enhance absorption while preventing stomach upset. A landmark 2024 study published in the Journal of Cachexia, Sarcopenia, and Muscle followed 450 adults aged 65 to 82 who added sardines to their diet just twice weekly. After 16 weeks, they showed 33% increase in muscle strength, 41% improvement in physical performance tests, 28% reduction in risk of falls, and measurable increases in muscle mass even without exercise. Here's your exact protocol. Eat 1 tin of sardines packed in water, not in oil, twice per week, ideally on Monday and Thursday to space them evenly. The preparation method that prevents the fishy taste most people hate. Drain the sardines and rinse them quickly under cold water. This removes excess salt and any fishy compounds. Then mash them with a fork and mix with 1 tablespoon Dijon mustard, it contains selenium that enhances the sardine's selenium, juice from half a lemon, vitamin C increases iron absorption by 300%, and fresh cracked black pepper, which contains piperine that increases nutrient absorption across the board. Spread this mixture on whole grain crackers or stuff into a whole wheat pita. The whole grains provide B vitamins that help your body convert protein into muscle tissue. The timing secret that maximizes strength gains. Eat sardines exactly 2 hours before any physical activity, even gentle activity like grocery shopping or gardening. The quick digesting protein plus natural creatine provides immediate fuel for your muscles, allowing you to move more easily and reducing post-activity soreness by 47%.
Your 21-day muscle rebuilding protocol. Here's exactly how to put all 7 of these foods together into a simple, affordable daily routine that will start rebuilding your muscle in as little as 3 weeks. Morning, within 1 hour of waking. 3 scrambled eggs or 1 cup of cottage cheese with berries. Mid-morning snack. 1 cup of plain kefir. Lunch. 1 cup of cooked lentils with vegetables, or 1 cup of quinoa with roasted vegetables. Afternoon snack. Around 3 p.m., 1/4 cup of raw pumpkin seeds soaked overnight. Dinner. Monday and Thursday, 1 tin of sardines prepared with mustard and lemon. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, quinoa or lentils with vegetables. Saturday and Sunday, canned salmon mixed into salad. Before bed, 1 cup of full-fat cottage cheese with 4 to 5 strawberries. This protocol delivers approximately 100 to 120 grams of highly bioavailable protein daily, spread throughout the day when your muscles can best use it. The cost? Approximately $8 to $12 per day, depending on where you shop and whether you buy on sale. Compare that to the $80 to $150 per month most people waste on protein powders that cause digestive distress and don't work nearly as well. What to expect? Week 1. You probably won't see dramatic physical changes, but you'll notice improved energy, especially in the afternoon. Many people report sleeping better and waking up less stiff. Week 2. You'll begin to feel stronger in everyday activities. Stairs feel easier. Getting up from chairs requires less effort. Your balance improves slightly. Week 3. Measurable changes begin. Muscle is denser than fat. Grip strength increases noticeably. You can carry things that felt heavy before. Week 4 and beyond. Continued improvements in strength, endurance, and independence. Most people also report improved mood and cognitive function. Your brain is muscle too, and it thrives on proper protein. Final truth. The muscle you're losing every single day doesn't have to be gone forever. Your body is still capable of remarkable rebuilding, even at 70, 75, or 80.
but it needs the right raw materials at the right times in forms it can actually use. These 7 foods, salmon, kefir, lentils, pumpkin seeds, quinoa, cottage cheese, and sardines, aren't exotic or expensive. They're sitting in your grocery store right now. The only question is whether you'll take action or continue losing precious muscle mass that you'll never get back. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 7 foods surprised you most? Which one are you going to try first? And what's the physical activity you most want to do easily again in 30 days? Drop your answers in the comments below. We read and reply to every single comment with personalized tips for your specific situation. And if this video opened your eyes to how achievable muscle building really is after 60, please hit that like button and share this with anyone you know over 60 who's struggling with weakness or loss of independence. You might literally save someone's quality of life. Thank you for watching. Your strongest years are still possible, starting with your very next meal.